Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo. Then we can be assured that other nations will not treat America with respect, the respect that we deserve.
Hello there, people of the internet. It is me, Real American Politics, back with a second video today. You could read from the title that I have made a mistake. A big, huge mistake that, quite frankly, I'm embarrassed about. So much so that I decided, you know what? We're gonna redo this video. Alright, I am embarrassed by this completely. I'm very sorry to all my fans, you know, viewers, whatever, that are disappointed in what I did. I'm very sorry. But this, I think, is the best way to redeem myself. So we're making another video on Madison Cawthorn, a more in-depth detail into what he did. And is it really, you know, I guess you could say, disqualifying? Like I said in a tweet, or I should say, Real Political Data said in a tweet, totally not me. And we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into it and look at, is he the best candidate for North Carolina's 11th? Because you'll hear my opinions, but I looked more into it and I realized, okay, there's something more going on here. So let's get right into it, folks. Before we start, of course, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. I'm very sorry about this. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share it with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes. Alright, let's get right into it, folks. And yeah, let's get right into it. So in the last video, I discussed some of the things that happened. So let's go into a more in detail, you know, description of what happened. So the title here is, you know, Madison Cawthorn gave cousin $141,000 in campaign and taxpayer funds. Well, I read more into it. And once again, this is a very, very, very misleading detail. Alright? So, this here is Madison Cawthorn's cousin. And he had $141,000 supposedly from taxpayers and campaign donors. Well, here's the thing though. First of all, he's not immediate family, alright? That doesn't include, you know, cousins, first cousins. He's a second cousin. So therefore, you know, this doesn't break any ethic rules, technically. But also you read more into it. It's like, since 2020, alright? So, you notice that since 2020, alright? That's not just 1 year. Based on what I read, again, I could be completely wrong about this. Based on what I read, this is from, you know, 2 to 3 years. So let's say that's, you know, 70,000 in 2 years, alright? 70,000 per year for 2 years. That sounds reasonable, especially for a close advisor to Madison Cawthorn. This is something that I missed and I'm very sorry about. So yeah. And also apparently, it's just one of those things though where, you know, Cawthorn's people got attacked for basically no reason. Like, they attacked his scheduler for making a salary, you know, his chief of staff for having multiple sources of income, whatever. So yeah. And you go here and it goes down that Smith was listed as a congressional office scheduled to Cawthorn and received $32,000 between January 4th and August 2021. That's not much! I mean, considering some of these clowns make way more than that. I gotta say that that's pretty much nothing, alright? That's really not much. It's not some corruption scheme. It appears just to be actually below the wage. And you go down here, and Smith also received $16,000 of the campaign salary. $16,000 over 8 months. Yeah, that doesn't sound like much. And also $61,000 for taxpayers, but for working under Cawthorn. So you start reading into it more, and it makes much more sense that this is just, you know, his cousin who's appears to be doing multiple jobs, right? Actual jobs. It appears that this isn't some, you know, scheme to make his family rich. It just appears to be, hey, he did jobs for him, you know, the chief of staff, you know, scheduler, whatever. So this doesn't seem like this is much. And again, the video, which we'll get into in a second, is bad. But this whole, you know, he paid $140,000. Based on what I'm seeing, this is basically a nothing burger, alright? Very misleading by the clowns at the WAL, whatever they are. And it appears that it just, Madison Cawthorn's main person, you know, his second cousin, whatever, just was doing multiple jobs, all right? It started as a campaign advisor, then he became a chief of staff or something like that. Then fine, if he's doing the jobs, this really is an ethics complaint, since he's not a first cousin, he's not a brother or anything like that, he's a second cousin. So yeah, this is a nothing burger, and this crap, I just don't know why I thought this was something serious. I read more into it. Turns out it's a nothing burger. So Madison Cawthorn, for this part, this is nothing. This is literally nothing, alright? Complete garbage, right? I don't know why people are pushing it. Well, I kind of do. And this article by The Insider actually does a pretty decent job into it. So you scroll down here, and you see that Senator Thom Tillis has called for an investigation of Cawthorn after government watchdogs accused Cawthorn of violating the Stock Act. Now, if you know what the Stock Act is, it's essentially, you know, regulation on what kind of, you know, financial stake you could be in, etc. For having a financial stake in a cryptocurrency. Yeah, that's the stock violation. Yeah, this doesn't seem like much. Again, you keep scrolling down here, it's like, this is what they're trying to get him on. So yeah, from what I can see, this is nothing, right? This is another nothing burger that Thom Tillis of all people, really? This clown here may be one of the most corrupt people in the Senate, all right, behind maybe Richard Burr. There's some serious crap going on with Thom Tillis and them. Go look into it. It's ironic that he's calling for a stock violation. But I'm questioning why. Why are they targeting Cawthorn? And again, it's not because, you know, he did these acts. I guarantee you that if he never talked about, you know, if he never talked about the orgies, or, you know, didn't say this, didn't call, you know, Zelensky a thug, none of this would be happening. That's what's going on here. And you look at this, and it continues to be like pretty much nothing burgers. Brought guns to an airport checkpoint. That actually may be serious, all right? Allegedly drove without a valid license. Again, this is stuff that is bad. But compared to what others in Congress have done, this really isn't much. And again, the Zelensky thug thing was one of his base things. So it appears they're going after him for this. Now, there is one part that is a serious allegation that, you know, we need to talk about. Not the financial stuff. That's nothing. That's bullshit. It is this. He apparently appeared in a leaked video, which again, I guess he confirmed, of him naked in bed while simulating sex with another man. That's probably the best description of what it was. I'm not going to describe it because it's disgusting and it's degenerate, all right? This is the part where I got to say I can't defend him on. Just like maybe the airport checkpoint crap, you know, the valid license thing, whatever. This is serious. And you also had the video of, you know, his cousin grabbing his crotch. It's just like, that's disgusting and degenerate. But here's the thing, though. With Cawthorn, this stuff does prove that he's probably a degenerate. Sure. And does this warrant a primary challenge? A primary challenge. This is iffy. I read more into his voting record. It's actually better than I thought. But again, he is an overrated congressman, but still decent. He has a decent voting record on some things, a good rhetoric on others. Just the issue, this stuff is very bad. But I looked more into Chuck, I can't remember, it's Chuck something, you know, that's the the candidate going against Cawthorn. He has some very bad people backing him, you know, Thom Tillis, you know, those type of people are supporting him. But also, he is getting support from some good organizations. So it's kind of a wash. So what do I think? Look, if Cawthorn had a better primary challenger, like America First, you know, like a Dan Bishop type, right? Something like that, I would 110% support the primary challenger. But the candidate we possibly have against Cawthorn is potentially either going to be a generic MAGA conservative at best, or a huge rhino. It's one of those things, though, where, look, if more stuff comes out about degeneracy about, you know, Cawthorn, like he had done other stuff, then I may have to say I can't support him. But as of now, I do think most of this is nonsense. But the leaked videos is serious, and I do think there's some explanations to be done about that. But outside of that, I looked more into it. I feel terrible. I guess I lied to everybody about it. I'm very sorry about that. But for now, I gotta say Call of Thorn you have to grudgingly support as of now. I just don't want to risk, another, Richard Burr type in the United States House or instead of the Senate. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Very sorry that this had to be done. Again, this is my F-up. I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from for making this video. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.